What's up, my fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some of the wildest stories in the crypto world, the most insane crypto heists ever. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars disappearing into thin air, hackers breaking through supposedly unbreakable security, and mind-boggling schemes that make Hollywood heist movies look tame by comparison. Crypto has changed the way we think about money and security, but it's also attracted some of the most sophisticated cybercriminals on the planet. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the biggest, boldest, and most infamous crypto heists in history, how they happen, and what we can learn from them to protect ourselves in this digital frontier. So if you're ready to dive into the dark side of crypto, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and let's get into it. Let's start with what many consider to be the crypto heist that set the tone for the rest, Mt. Gox. For those of you who've been in crypto for a while, this name probably brings back some memories, some pretty painful ones if you were affected. So, what happened? Back in 2014, Mt. Gox was the world's largest Bitcoin exchange, handling around 70% of all Bitcoin transactions globally. Everything seemed to be going well until it all came crashing down. Out of nowhere, Mt. Gox announced that it had lost around 850,000 Bitcoin, which was worth over $450 million at the time. Today, that stash would be worth well over $20 billion. But how did it happen? It turned out that Mt. Gox had been compromised by hackers for years without realizing it. The attackers exploited vulnerabilities in the platform's code, draining small amounts of Bitcoin over time. By the time Mt. Gox figured it out, it was too late. The damage was done. What we learned. The Mt. Gox hack showed us just how vulnerable crypto exchanges could be, especially in the early days when security wasn't as sophisticated. It also underscored the importance of not keeping all your crypto on exchanges. "Not your keys, not your coins" became a rallying cry after this heist, pushing people to use hardware wallets for better security. Next up, let's talk about a heist that hit the yows. The Ethereum community hard, the DAO hack. This one is a little different because it wasn't a hack in the traditional sense. It was more of an exploit, but it had massive consequences. In 2016, Ethereum was still relatively new, and the DAO was one of its first major decentralized applications, or dApps. The DAO was designed as a decentralized venture fund, allowing people to pool their Ether and vote on which projects to fund. It raised a staggering $150 million in Ether, making it one of the most successful crowdfunding efforts at the time. But there was a fatal flaw in the smart contract code. A hacker found a loophole that allowed them to drain funds from the DAO without triggering the usual safeguards. By the time anyone realized what was happening, the hacker had siphoned off about 3.6 million ETH, worth around $60 million at the time. This event was so significant that it led to a controversial decision, a hard fork of the Ethereum blockchain. The community voted to roll back the blockchain to undo the hack, essentially creating two versions of Ethereum: the Ethereum we know today, ETH, and Ethereum Classic, ETC, which continued on the original chain. What we learned. The DAO hack showed us that even smart contracts, which are supposed to be trustless and secure, can have vulnerabilities if not coded correctly. It also highlighted the power of the community in decentralized systems. Ethereum's hard fork was a radical solution, and it divided the crypto world. Are you looking to secure your cryptocurrency investments? Meet Ledger, the ultimate solution for protecting your digital assets. Ledger offers top-tier hardware wallets designed to keep your crypto safe from online threats. With products like the Ledger Nano S Plus, Nano X, and the new Ledger Stacks, you can store your private keys offline, ensuring they are out of reach from hackers. Unlike hot wallets, which are connected to the internet and susceptible to hacks, Ledger hardware wallets provide cold storage, keeping your private keys offline. This makes them immune to online attacks. Paired with the Ledger Live app, managing your crypto has never been easier. Buy, exchange, and grow your assets all in one secure place. The app supports over 5,000 coins and tokens, making it versatile for any crypto enthusiast. Whether you're just starting with crypto or are a seasoned investor, Ledger has a device for you. The Ledger Nano S Plus is perfect for beginners, while the Nano X offers Bluetooth connectivity for on-the-go use. For the ultimate in security and customization, check out the Ledger Stacks with its advanced e-ink touchscreen. Ready to take control of your crypto security? Click the link in the description to get your Ledger hardware wallet today and join the millions of users who trust Ledger for their digital asset protection. Now, let's jump to a more recent and completely wild heist, the Poly network hack. In 2021, this became one of the biggest hacks in DeFi history, and what made it even crazier was the unexpected twist at the end. Poly Network is a decentralized finance, DeFi platform that allows users to swap tokens across different blockchains. In August 2021, a hacker exploited a vulnerability in the platform's code and made off with over $600 million worth of crypto across multiple blockchains, including Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Polygon. This was the largest DeFi hack ever at the time, and it shocked the entire crypto community. But here's where things get insane. After stealing the funds, the hacker, who became known as Dickon Mr. Whitehat, began returning the money. Over the next few days, the hacker returned almost all of the stolen funds, citing that the hack was done for fun and to expose the platform's security flaws. Poly Network even offered the hacker a bounty and a job to help improve their security, though it's unclear whether the hacker accepted. What we learned: the Poly Network hack showed just how vulnerable DeFi protocols can be, even as they grow in popularity. It also demonstrated the complexity of ethics in the crypto world. Was the hacker a villain or a hero for exposing the flaws? Regardless, the need for robust security audits on DeFi platforms became clearer than ever. Next, we've got the infamous Bitfinex hack, a 2016 attack that saw nearly 120,000 Bitcoin stolen from the exchange. At the time, the stolen Bitcoin was worth around $72 million. But with Bitcoin's meteoric rise in price, that haul is now worth billions of dollars. What's interesting about the Bitfinex hack is how the hackers laundered the stolen funds over the years. They used an intricate web of wallet addresses, mixing services, and exchanges to obscure the origins of the Bitcoin. This is a classic example of how hackers try to hide their tracks in the decentralized world of crypto. Fast forward to 2022, and we saw one of the most surprising developments. 2 people were arrested in connection with laundering the stolen Bitcoin. The couple, who had an eccentric presence on social media, were accused of trying to launder billions in crypto. The authorities recovered $3.6 billion in Bitcoin, one of the largest financial seizures in US history. What we learned: the Bitfinex hack highlights the challenges of tracking stolen crypto through the blockchain. While Bitcoin transactions are public, there are still ways for hackers to obscure their tracks. It also showed that no matter how long it takes, authorities are becoming more sophisticated in tracing and recovering stolen crypto. Another major DeFi hack that rocked the space happened in March 2022, the Ronin bridge hack. Ronin is the Ethereum sidechain used by Axie Infinity, a wildly popular play-to-earn game. Hackers exploited a vulnerability in the bridge that connects Ronin to Ethereum's mainnet, draining roughly $600 million in ETH and USDC. The hackers managed to control private keys for 5 of the 9 validator nodes on the network, which allowed them to forge fake withdrawals. It wasn't until nearly a week later that the hack was discovered, after a user tried to withdraw their funds and realized the bridge had been emptied. The Ronin team later raised funds to compensate affected users, and much of the stolen funds have been traced. But it was a massive blow to the confidence in blockchain bridges and sidechains. What we learned. Cross-chain bridges are crucial, but also incredibly vulnerable, as we saw with Ronin. The more moving parts you have between different blockchains, the more opportunities there are for something to go wrong. It reinforced the importance of having robust security practices, especially when dealing with such high-value assets in DeFi and blockchain gaming. Before we wrap up, let's do some honorable mentions of crypto heists that may not have made headlines quite as big as the ones we've covered, but they're still important. Coincheck hack, 2018. $530 million in NM tokens were stolen from Coincheck, a Japanese exchange, making it one of the largest crypto heists in history. Poor security practices, such as storing funds in hot wallets, were blamed for the hack. KuCoin hack, 2020. Hackers made off with $275 million in various cryptocurrencies from the KuCoin exchange. However, through collaborations with other exchanges and security teams, KuCoin managed to recover about 80% of the stolen funds. Nice Hash hack, 2017. This popular crypto mining platform was hit by hackers who stole around $64 million in Bitcoin. The company later reimbursed affected users, but the attack was a wake-up call for the mining community. These heists show us that no matter how much the crypto space matures, security will always be an ongoing challenge. So, what can we take away from these insane crypto heists? Security is everything. Whether you're using exchanges, DeFi platforms, or even wallets, security should always be your top priority. Use hardware wallets, enable two-factor authentication, and stay up to date with the latest security practices. Vulnerabilities exist everywhere. Whether it's a centralized exchange like Mt. Gox or a decentralized protocol like Poly Network, vulnerabilities exist in both traditional and DeFi systems. It's crucial to be aware of the risks and to diversify how and where you store your crypto. Crypto's evolving landscape. While hackers have stolen billions over the years, crypto security is constantly improving. Exchanges are implementing stronger protections, DeFi platforms are undergoing more rigorous audits, and law enforcement is getting better at tracking down stolen funds. At the end of the day, crypto is still the Wild West, and as exciting as it is, you have to stay vigilant. If you found this video interesting or valuable, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more crypto content, and drop a comment below. What do you think is the craziest crypto heist? Or do you think there's an even bigger one coming? Let's get the conversation going. Until next time, stay secure, stay informed, and keep stacking those gains safely. Peace. If you haven't already done so, visit our website. You will find the link in the description.